Welcome to the basement. I'm Hannibal. These are my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Not yours, not theirs. These are my thoughts. Take it for what it is, but welcome. Listen, a couple of things. One, I hear people say, just taking it one day at a time. Honestly, I'm trying to take it moment by moment, step by step. Because as soon as you figure out how to take it more than one day at a time, you're out of time because you don't get it back. So why would I ever think about trying to rush the time, even on those days when we were sitting there going, man, I wish this day would go by. Because sometimes life is coming at you fast, sometimes it's coming at you slow, but it's always coming. So take it for what it is and absorb the journey for what it is. The good, the bad, the indifference, and take it for what it is. And let it make what it will make. People say, I'm trying to make it do what it's gonna do. Yeah, I say it too. And it's a phrase. Sometimes we just saying things because it sounds good. But really, I'm trying to make it do what it's gonna do. On the good side and on the bad side. Because if something needs to break, I want it broken so that I can get to fixing it or get away from it. Whichever one is necessary or most beneficial. Last week, last week was a if week. Most of the time we're saying when I get through, when I get finished, I but sometimes it's just if I can. Lord, if I can make it, if I can just not lose my mind. Rudyard Kipling, poet, one of my favorite poems. Favorite poet is Langston Hughes. But one of my favorite poems is called If. I-F. And it starts out with, if you can keep your head about you, all around you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can keep your head about you, when all around you they are losing theirs and blaming it on you. That's a lot. Because how often does that happen throughout the day? People want to pass the buck. They want to throw you under the bus. And so it becomes a if. So last week was a if week. It was a if I can. It was a in faith. It was a relying on my inner fortitude. It was relying on my innate foundation. It was a if I can just move along. Paul Laurence Dunbar poem, Crust in a Corner. Crust in a corner. Just need a little bit of food and a place to lay my head to keep it going. In other words, something to sustain me and some place to allow me to rest my weary mind, my weary body, to keep it moving. And I can keep going. A minute to smile, an hour to weep in. But and I'm going to be cliche with this, they say joy comes in the morning. It's not going to be dark always. Trouble don't last always. Well, it doesn't. Neither does joy. Well, take that back. Joy can last always because it's internal. But the happy events, the celebratory events don't last always. But joy can always be there. And so if you can get through those times, which you can, because it's called perseverance, wherewithal, fortitude, faith, belief in yourself, belief in God that He's going to get you through, relying on what you know you have done to get you through, and believing that that is what it takes and it's enough. So I got through the if. And if you can will your heart and nerve and sinew to serve their turn long after they've gone, and yet hold on when there's nothing in you except the will that says to them, hold on. Meaning, if you can keep pushing when you're tired, when you feel like you're about to break, when you think you just had enough, and your body's aching, your fingers are tired from holding on, your mind is tired from not just smacking the out of somebody that probably deserved it. And yet you still got the nerve to believe that you can keep pressing forward. Still got the nerve to think that you can will your body to keep doing, your mind to keep doing what it has been, positively. And so, the end of that poem says, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and all that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Now, we're not going to get into the pronouns, man, woman, them, man, whatever. You get it. If you can fill that minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, there's 60 seconds in a minute, right? So you can't put more than that, but you can definitely put less than that. Meaning, again, going back to if you know you put into it what you were supposed to put into it, then you don't have anything to worry about. Because if you don't reach your goal that time, you try again. Same effort, same work ethic, same mental. Keep it going, and you will get there. But if you do that, and see, sometimes we learn along the path that we're running down is not necessarily the path that we should have been running down. Wasn't the path that was laid out for us. And so we run that path, and we might realize getting injured on this path, running down here with 60 seconds worth of distance run, and I'm getting injured. Maybe I need to run this path. So the effort is not necessarily just about you finishing, but again about you learning and absorbing the journey. But if you can fill that unforgiving minute, and we'll go back to the very first line, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you in that 60-second run, and yet you still keep going because it's saying, I ain't running because he running, he stepped on my toe. It ain't mine. I didn't do it. He should have. They should have. And you keep running. Your yours will be the earth and all that's in it. And so I got through my if week. It wasn't the first one, not gonna be the last one, but I got through my if week. And at the end of that week, the trials, if you will, my week ended with my 18-year-old going to prom, looking as beautiful as ever, being as responsible and as intelligent as I knew she could and should be. My week ended with my youngest daughter, who just turned 14 a couple of weeks ago, having a great week and with a smile on her face. My week ended with myself being notified of some positive things affecting me. And the joy comes in the morning. Well, if you keep pushing to morning, you will see that. And if you understand that the difficulty is not an excuse to quit or to alter your positivity, rather, it is a reason to get better, to be better, to run harder. That's it. That's all I got. What did you get? Listen, it's been a beautiful day. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. I challenge you Saturday night, I challenge you to put 60 seconds worth of distance running that minute. I'm out, y'all. Peace.